Life is a journey, and astrology provides a useful roadmap. On a grand scale, it shows where you are, where you have been, and where you are going. In astrology, you can substitute who in place of where. Astrology shows who you are, who you have been, and who you are evolving into. We can see ancient Egypt as a proof of the awareness over an astrology based upon the observation of the sky. As a matter of fact, their entire cosmology can be seen as a precise representation of sky events. As much as different deities are referred to planets and constellations. There is an astrology system based upon this precise observation of the actual sky. This system got a bit lost over the past 2000 years, but in the last decade it has become more popular in the Western world as an alternative to the common tropical system. The natural uneven constellation system, so-called astronomical astrology or true sidereal astrology, take into account Ophiuchus, which is a constellation that passed through the ecliptic and was removed from the zodiac during the pre-Babylonian dynasties, which has modified the zodiac to a 12 signs even system, simplifying the zodiac to an evenly distribution of the sign along the ecliptic, deleting the 13th sign, Ophiuchus. This change gave birth to a 12-sign zodiac that was way easier to be connected with Earth season and matching perfectly with the 12 months of the year. Then, around 200 AD, astronomer Ptolemaeus proposed the idea to fix the zodiacal sign around the season, so that at the Spring Equinox the Sun is at 0 degree Aries in the astrological chart. This was set standard for every year, and it was adopted with the purpose of fixing the issues regarding the Sun not positioning in the same exact location in the sky every year. In fact, every 72 years, there is a subtle change of 1 degree. Ptolemaeus solved the problem basing the signs around the season and not to the ever-changing sky, giving birth to the simplified system common today in all Western countries, called tropical astrology. The tropical system is still considered the official one today, and so far the most common. But due to that 1 degree variation every 72 years, it has left us now with a full sign difference from the actual sky configuration. Despite astronomical astrology is considered just an alternative way to approach the subject, the actual system used today, the tropical one, does not use the actual constellations in the sky. It is in fact based upon the season. Astronomical astrology is grounded in what is actually in the sky. It is the system we have been using far longer than this recent Western system. Roughly 2000 years ago, the constellations in the sky used to match with the seasons. During this time, the Sun was always entering Aries during the Spring Equinox. However, the stars have slowly changed location relative to the Earth seasons. Today, there is a difference of up to 2 zodiac signs between the mainstream Western system and the actual constellation in the sky. With new technologies, we can now incorporate the visible sky into our astrological charts quickly and easily. Thanks to the internet, astronomical or true sidereal astrology is quickly gaining widespread adoption, and many now believe this is the most accurate form of astrology because it is grounded in what is actually in the sky. A system we have been using far longer than this recent Western system. Here we can have a first look to the sun signs by date and notice that the actual configuration of the sky may say something different in regards of our sun sign. Considering the constellations overlapping one another, everything within the first 3 days of every sign is called a cuspid, which is basically a blend of both signs. The purposes of studying astrology today are essentially infinite. With astrology, we can learn how to read in better way our life experiences, our inner thoughts, our spirituality, and finally be able to connect all these dots together regarding who we are and what is our purpose in this life. The study of astrology will then increase our knowledge over mythology, esotericism, and philosophy, expanding our awareness over the bigger picture from a personal perspective to a global perspective.